Welcome back to my channel. Today's discussion is going to be a little different. Once again, Living Dead Dolls marks another milestone anniversary. This time it's their 13th anniversary. And as you know, the 13 is always an unlucky year, but in this instance, we are certainly very lucky to have Living Dead Dolls at this point of time. So the reason I'm doing these girls first is because one of the major things for the 13th anniversary is that the coffin design pretty much was dominant through this particular year. So series 22 and series 21 will have the same coffin. So I'd rather introduce it now so you know what it looks like for the next two doll series. Also, Resurrection 5 had the distinct coffins for the 13th year. So I just thought it'd be easier to do these dolls first and then go into those series dolls, which all occurred, like I said, in the same year. So the 13th anniversary was in 2011. So there were two exclusive dolls that were made, Sadie and Sin, of course. And their releases were different in that one is more exclusive than the other. And they did some special things with the chipboards and with the death certificates. So without further ado, let's get into celebrating Sadie and Sin. First, going to talk about the coffins. Sorry about that. All right, here it is. All right, so all the dolls released in 2011 had this coffin with the 13. And if you turn it to the side, it is a sulfur symbol. It's really cool. And they even changed the mission statement, if you will, on the back of the coffin. 13 years of dolls declared dead, creepy, twisted, and full of dread. Little harbingers of nightmares spawned from a twisted dream are celebrating their unlucky 13. And my favorite part is underneath livingdeaddolls.com because deader is still better. The motto has always been deader is better, and I love how it's still better. Okay, now I don't have the plastic lining, but all the dolls have the traditional plastic lining. They didn't do anything special in terms of lettering for the 13th anniversary, but this is what all the coffins will look like from here on in when I talk about Series 21, Series 22, and the Resurrection Series 5. Also, two dolls were released during this 13th anniversary that were regular LDD characters, and those were the Scary Tales. Now, only two dolls were released for the Scary Tales series within the 13th year, and that was Big Bad Wolf and Little Red Riding Hood. The major difference, however, is that they didn't give them the special coffin, but they gave them the sticker that says 13, and of course, on the side, it's the sulfur symbol. And it's attached to the cellophane. As for the tattoo, I forgot to mention all those dolls within that year of 2011 all had the 13th anniversary tattoo in the back of their necks. However, the Scary Tales did not have that, just so to let you know. Okay, so now we're going to get into the dolls. So the first we're going to talk about is Sadie, because Sadie was released first. She was released in the Comic-Con of that year in San Diego. So that's why we're going to talk about her first. So you were able to buy her at the con and on Mezco Direct. There is no specified production number for Sadie. So I have no idea how many they made of her, but there's more of her than there is of Sin. She has a special chipboard. It says, buried deep down below, from their coffins they crawl. They are the undying force known as Living Dead Dolls. From apparitions to zombies and all the evils in between, come along and join us in celebrating our lucky 13. And is this such a cute chipboard? She also has a different poem for her death certificate. Now, she kept the same death date, which is April 26, 1969. And the death certificate, if you want to pause to read. And again, it's really cute that they took the time to do that. She comes in this adorable birthday dress. The only accessory she has is this cute little party hat. Now with Sadie, they also released this 13th anniversary trio pack, which consists of a pin, a lenticular print, and a coin. Here's a picture of that. Really cool. That was through Mezco Direct. She originally retailed for $45. Let me show you the tattoo, which they all have. Really cool. Right there. Really cool. Here. And like I said, she's an adorable doll. Her hair is really nice. She has a Sadie characteristics of the two different color eyes. Her dress is of a nice material. She has the Mary Jane shoes and socks. And again, a real paper hat. That at least they did not give her that clear plastic tie. Really cute. And I paid for her about the same price that she first came out to, which was $45. And again, she's very easy to find. I'd say you would pay like $50 to $100 for her, depending on if she's sealed or not. And that is Celebrating Sadie. And all right, next is Sin. Now, Sin was released in the fall, and she was released at this event right here. This is a postcard I have. Now, the place was called Circa Tabak, and this is the date of the anniversary of the party where the anniversary celebration took place, and it's also on her party hat. Now, I'm not sure if she was available on Mezco Direct. I'm assuming she was, or it was very limited because, again, they sold this doll at the event. Now, the event took place in New York City. There's a Sin print. Here's a picture of that has the exact address of the event. This one just has a general information, just the name of the place and the date. And of course, both are two dolls. She doesn't come with her pitchfork. She still comes with her traditional tail. And her dress is a different material than Sadie's, but it's always like, pretty much the same style, but just different colors, red and black. My poor party hat got a little crushed, but it still holds up. Just really cute doll. And again, same socks, same shoes. Just such a pretty doll. Now, I paid a little more for her because, again, like I said, she was more of a limited release than Sadie was. I paid $75 for her. I actually got her from Mexico. I had trouble finding her in the States for some reason. I'm not sure. This was like several years ago, before tariffs, before COVID. I'm talking about at least 5 or 6 years ago. So I got her for a nice deal for $75. And she will cost you a little bit more. She starts at $100 to $150. Here's her adorable chipboard. As we continue our reign in this 13th year, we have one more doll who would like to spread fear. And so tonight, let the festivities begin as we bestow upon you the ultimate sin. It's her chipboard. Now, this is another commemorative pin that I was very fortunate to get. It's an enamel pin of Sin. Really cute. I'm not sure how rare the pin is, or if she automatically came with the doll, or if you were able to get it through Mesco Direct. But I was able to get her through a lot that I've bought that had a lot of pins and stationery, so I was very fortunate to get this pin. Okay, and I have it pinned to her chipboard, so that'll be a cute little decoration for the chipboard. I wish I had Sadie's pin. I would have attached it to her chipboard as well, but what can you do? Now, Sin's death certificate is a little different with her death date. Her death date is actually the date of the event, October 15th, 2011. So it's not her original death date, which is on her original death certificate. So if you want to pause to read, it's really, really cool detail they did with these dolls. Now, I was able to get this glow-in-the-dark 13th anniversary cup. Nothing special. Again, it's just a glow-in-the-dark cup. Never used it. I actually just got it this year. It was really cute, and I pose it with my girls. And you might have seen this little cupcake. This is their little celebratory cupcake. I actually have these same cupcakes with my Day of the Dead dolls as well. And I got it from an artist at a convention I went to several years ago. Really cool. And like I said, I wanted to introduce the concept of that particular coffin and the tattoos, so I don't repeat myself when I do talk about Series 21 and Series 22, about the coffin and the tattoos. I mean, I'll show them briefly, of course, when I do those dolls, but, I just didn't want to repeat it. And just in case I do miss it, just know that all those dolls that I mentioned have that tattoo. And that's it. That's all I had to say for celebrating Sin and Sadie 13th anniversary. I highly recommend these dolls. They are super cute. And again, you should be able to get them in various states, with unboxed or sealed. Definitely seek them out. And again, they do come with a death certificate, so just keep that in mind. And stay tuned. Again, I'll be talking about more Living Dead dolls. Also, if you are a subscriber, please consider selecting that notification bell to let you know when I put out new Living Dead dolls videos. Subscribers and notifications are not one and the same. It's not automatic, so you do have to choose that notification. So please choose that notification so you can be part of the discussion of Living Dead dolls. And as always, happy hunting.